call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Hanson.
Here.
Fisher.
Here.
Tucker.
Here.
Glass. Sheila.
Here. Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of April 8th. Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of April 8th, 2026.
You want to go ahead, you can skip over that and come back to it in a minute.
We will come back to the minutes of the April 8th meeting and move to discussion on financial statement from Sadie Beer, Finance Director.
Do you guys have any questions for me? You guys, for the month end, April 30th, cash balance was $30,230. Swimming pool checking is still at $26.35, and then your investments, that does include all the interest for the month. Everything seems to be still right on track. Do you guys have any pertinent questions of me that you looked at?
What was the special projects there on there?
That was a donation made to the ARC to be used for tournaments.
Okay.
So that's why they're all.
That's our balance from paying for all those teams.
Yes, and
Okay.
that balance will probably be coming down in the coming months after she submits for the last few tournaments. So,
Okay.
but yes, that's what that is. Do you guys have any other questions?
On the concession supplies, do we just use similar stuff here? Do we take it to the pool when the pool opens up? Or do we,
No,
are
well,
those two separate?
they're two separate.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, sometimes like, if I've got some leftover pop or whatever, we'll take up there so that way it doesn't expire. But normally we play it pretty good when we don't have a lot left. And then with those supplies, I'll either get it from Benny Keith or order it from Amazon.
Anybody have any questions for Steve? No, I would recommend approval. We don't need, it's just discussion.
Yeah.
All right. Move on to reports, Director's report.
Okay, well, we have been staying pretty busy. We had our third tournament just this last weekend. 27 teams here for a 5-game guarantee. Had 81 games going on. It was a great weekend. Minimal problems. We had to delay about an hour just because of the rain, but since we had the turf, it worked out great. Got another tournament this weekend, which is softball. There's 17 teams that are coming in this weekend. And sometimes our softball seems to kind of fall off, so that's pretty good that we're trying to get them all back again. My next big baseball tournament is May 30th. It's a one-day, and I have 35 teams coming in. And then I've got 2 in June, but I don't really have the numbers for those yet. It's still pretty early. So pool will open May 25th. I did get a phone call today from a gentleman that, and we're going to make a flyer, but since the paper's here, a gentleman's going to pay for everybody, adults and kids, to enter on Memorial Day. So hopefully we have a good crowd there. We've hired 22 lifeguards, which will help with our overtime and when kids have camps and everything else, that we can get everything covered there. We'll have 3 head lifeguards this year. Hopefully those 3 head lifeguards will take some weight off. Chris and I have to be up there all the time. We'll just kind of be an all-call type deal. We'll have them going quite a bit. We did have a pump issue. We got all that resolved. Get the pool back to where it needs to be. Just taking a little bit of time, but it'll be ready. T-ball coach pick sign-ups are going on right now. Deadline for that is Friday. Crash is keeping stuff kept up in the park pretty well, and Braden and the inmates are keeping things out here going. So I think that's all we have
Do we have any open positions currently?
right now.
Any numbers on the Mother's Day tournament compared to what they usually are? How are we?
Well, I'm still working on those numbers, but I will tell you that my deposit this week is going to be like $17,000 into the account. I'm trying to compare. I know that our gate numbers were way up from before, but I'm still getting all those numbers.
The number of teams?
Number of teams was down a little bit, but I felt like more fans and grandparents and stuff showed up because our gate was really good.
More crazy parents?
Yeah. So we didn't have to kick anybody out. Everybody stayed pretty calm, but it was pretty good.
Saturday, I estimated that there was over 1,000 people out here, players and non-players.
Turf LT.
Oh,
Well,
100%.
My middle daughter was in a tournament at Weatherford and it was canceled on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Not much.
Correct.
So it was great. I mean, they played in the rain for a little bit and then it started coming down a little harder. It hurt the mountain, getting a little slick and stuff. So we delayed it a little bit and got back at it. So.
My wife was taking gate that first
Yeah.
day, and she said, had a lot of people that were, she was saying, do you want the day pass or the tournament? And there was people saying, I don't know if we want to do the tournament pass because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And she got to, hey, it's turf, we're going to play, as long as my lightning. And so I think that's a real feather in our cap. And we said that last year on some of those events. And from just having coached some of those teams in the past in the rain, that turf holds it well.
Mm-hmm.
And that coconut husk, it soaks it up, and that within minutes of the rain, it's pretty dry to the touch, and it soaks in. It's very playable. Yeah,
That first weekend we opened with that, whenever, 2 years ago now.
yeah,
It rained that opening morning.
Yeah.
And I got out there on it and I tried to just make my foot slide.
Yeah.
It had great traction.
we played in that first game. My hand was dry touching it.
I will say that I have talked to a couple different companies trying to get a good price on a maintenance plan for the turf. Because we are going to have to add some more coconut husks and do things like that. So a couple people, there's a guy that came in last week, and then we've got another one coming in probably next week or the next 10 days or so. Give you a price to get on the rotation
Good.
of maintenance.
Help kind of fluff it up and
Yeah,
put
and,
more fulfillment.
Yeah. So we canceled one game, and that was Saturday night when the big storms came in because of lightning. But both coaches, we gave them the option to play the next morning, and they said, hey, we'll be okay, let's just go in the bracket. So everybody was really confident. We do have something new that we're going to try at the pool. We got some gift cards, because I know that there's sometimes people don't like to send their kids with money up to the pool or whatever, so we're going to offer gift cards that the kids can take gift cards. They don't have to actually take cash. We're going to see how it works. Grandparents or whatever can also do a gift card for a pass or a season pass or a daily pass. Someone could put $20 on it for their kids to use, daily instead of buying a season pass. So we're going to try that and see how that works this year for us. See how it goes.
Do we take cards?
We do now, yeah. We got a system last year that, Clover?
Clover.
Yeah.
We have 2 consoles right now. We've been using them at both concessions, and then when the pool opens, one will go to the pool to take card for gate or concession.
We started that in basketball, during
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah, it's fairly new. We kicked it off in probably November, but it's been really good so far. And then that whole console does offer the gift card option, so we were able to order our gift cards, and we're learning how to load them right now, and playing around so that way they know how to use it when we open. So.
Courtney, did we ever look into the bathrooms at the fields, like the countertops?
Well, baseball, or softball got completely redone.
Okay, it did.
We've got new countertops in there, new paint, new ceilings, all that. Baseball is not as bad as what softball was, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. But the softball ones were pretty bad that we did. We got new countertops in there, new
New
paint.
sink, did we get new sinks?
There was one new sink, because one of them was,
One of them was bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know everybody's talking about net, and I've been pricing netting, and it's high. It's real high. And so I'll have to just see if there's ever any grants that come up with for safety or anything like that we can maybe reach out and do something. Because it would be nice. And I know I've talked about it for several years, but it's pretty expensive.
I was told just a little while ago that the project lowering
Yeah, we got it done, yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
That was
package.
lowering the steel
Yeah,
behind
he
it.
just, Brad just sent me a picture too, and it looks great. They were out there doing that today. They did lower that on the northwestern backstop because they had the metal plate up there with their padding. And so we got a smaller pad and replaced the fence.
So now you can put lawn chairs back there, be in the shade, with the sea over it. Pretty easily. It's going to be really nice. City Council report?
We declared a vehicle surplus for the airport board so that they could sell it. Lee Leeper was approved to be on the cemetery board. We discussed a utility incentive program for the Alva Marina Authority, and we decided we would do some discussing on the water and sewer fees. So,
I got a question, I don't know if it's the right time, but the city and the road projects, fixing the streets, are we slowed down on that deal, or is it?
The highway? Or-
No, I know the highways, yeah, I'm talking about the side streets that we pay the fee to.
So they just got, Hunt Street was a brief grant that we got, and so they just got Hunt Street wrapped up. Right now, they're working on Barn Street, where they had a big culvert come out over by the Park, and so they're getting that surface back down. And then we'll have, I need to get with Cameron. He's got a list of streets. We've also got Santa Fe's on the list for a potential grant through, I can't remember the entity, but Santa Fe's on the list for a potential grant. And, they're, hitting potholes when they can and stuff like that. But they've been tied up with some pretty big projects, all hands on deck kind of stuff, but they should be wrapping up barns here before too long to be able to focus more on potholes, and then I'm sure they'll have another couple of big projects. We'll identify the worst streets and go from there. Everybody's got the worst street in town, gas, so we'll
Can I put 8th Street, I think it's 8th Street, that runs along the west side of Northwestern on the list? I don't live on that street, but that thing's getting pretty rough.
I drive
It's
there
like
every day.
it's like a front door to our community. People coming in for ball games, kids coming in to look at school, and kids going to school.
And at the
People
bottom,
dropping their kids off at elementary school and going back to the highway.
the sand that accumulates at the bottom is always risky. It just accumulates every time it's
It runs along the west side of
Hey,
Northwestern.
in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
By all means.
There's getting some pretty good potholes in it too. It's an old scenic street, it looks like with asphalt that's
Yeah, Washington
patchy.
Yeah.
I've seen this last week, they've gone around a lot of places, they dug the street up and just put gravel back in. They've taken that back out and put blacktop in. So they have been going around and repatching some of those, getting some of that cleaned up.
Okay, good.
That was with the water line contractor to repair all the spots that they did for the water line, so hopefully, did they look all right?
They did well, and that was at the corner of Washington and the corner of Richard Ryerson's house
Okay.
that have
Oh,
been,
yeah, that was,
that have been kind of washed out for a while, but they've gone in and they look real nice. Well, real nice for what we're used to.
And on that highway project, are they starting, it looks like they're starting on the north end and working their way back to the south. They were chewing up some asphalt today, right there by the college. On the other side, on the west side of the road.
That machine is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, watch it. But is that accurate? Are they starting on that? Do you guys
They
know?
are. They've opened up the new concrete.
Yeah.
And so now they're starting to tear out the old.
Tear out. But
I've never
they're starting on
don't
the
drive
north
it
side and
anymore.
working their way back. Is
Must
that
be,
right?
yeah.
Good. Hopefully they get all that done this summer before college. That'd be nice. Selfishly.
if it's by homecoming, I'll sing praise.
Yeah.
I forget who said it, but they said that that's why they were starting on that side and going back out, because they were trying to get it before the school started back up with all the traffic and going into that parking lot.
Appreciate that.
But I don't know who said it.
The southbound lane should not be as burdensome as the northbound lanes were, because there's no more utility relocations.
Yeah, it was all on that. Yeah. That makes sense. Anything else on city council report? So we'll back up and we're going to move back to approval of minutes of the regular meeting of April 8, 2026. We just got a handout to review that.
I meant to say something that this reminded me. So the guy that does the disc golf at Northwestern, he did come talk to me. And they are going to put a temporary course up there at Hatfield. He said they may have to put some posts in the ground or whatever, and they were going to call, make sure everything's good there. Because I told him, I said, it is in the master plan. I said, but as far as anything permanent right now, it's not. So I think they're going to try to do a temporary course up there on the north side. So,
And they communicated well with you.
yeah.
Good. All right. You have a chance to look through the minutes and then we entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting on April 8th, 2026.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Schumate,
Yes.
Tucker,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Smalley.
Yes.
Move down to number 6, discussion and possible action to approve the mayor's recommendation to fill the vacancy on the Alva Parks and Recreation Board for city council approval. Need to read the-
You want to say anything, or?
Nope. Vote on it.
We did get feedback from a lot of different people, and Ryan was it was close. We had some good candidates there, so but Ryan kind of had to fit more everybody's preferences. So
Yeah, I had a huge turnout of names for that. The Rec Park Board is way more popular than trying to fill a vacant council seat.
Well, I just resigned. Sure, there's somebody better than me.
You're pretty good.
I'll move to put Ryan on the board.
Second.
Roll call.
Tucker,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Swallow, Schumate,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
and the city council will vote on that Monday night and make it official.
All right. Presentation of the FY27 Parks and Recreation draft budget.
Okay, your draft is the long sheet. The first column in the peach is our current budget of what we approved last year. The middle green is what we have expensed or taken in revenue-wise as of 5/11. And then the pink is our proposed draft budget for fiscal year '27. We've stayed sort of flat for the most part. Things going up in cost and, revenues and all that. But we like it if you have any input. On the back for the pool, we did budget in the security cameras for the pool. That would be going through Apprentice, who is our current IT provider. But if you'll take a look at that and let me know if you have any questions or concerns.
I will tell you that we tried to keep everything pretty flat. We did account with regard to pool revenue and expenses. Last year we had basically 2 months of operations of the pool. This year we'll have a little over 3, so we tried to account for that. Still, the pool finances are still kind of, we're learning what that operation looks like, but we do have, I feel like we've got some pretty close estimates on what we're going to need to spend, as well as what we're going to take in. Some of the things that we did have, I will tell you that with sales tax, while that's a little bit of an increase over what we budgeted last year, it's on track for what we're looking to bring in this year. So we do think that sales tax will go up a little bit, or be consistent. It'll probably go up more than what this shows, because we did increase sales tax collections last year and then again this year. So not by a significant amount, but we are anticipating that it will go up, but we're not budgeting it to go up. Just kind of budgeting what our experience is this year.
So if I'm reading this right, just from like the pool, the operating expense between personnel, material, and supplies is going to float around $148,000, and then our projected income off of that is going to be like 73. So are we going to have a deficit of approximately about 70-some thousand for the pool then yearly? Which we
probably
expected. I was just wondering where we thought that was going to land.
We're going to see, we didn't budget in any grants or donations, but I anticipate that we'll get some grants and donations. To make up for some of that, and I think as we get a better idea of what the operation looks like, I think that gives us a better appeal to people that are willing to donate for the pool and stuff like that. So I do think we'll continue to see donations for the pool as well as grants.
Utilities going up quite a bit. What was that?
On the pool,
It's on the back page.
So that would be the pool. So the first page is is the ADA revenue. The second page and a little bit of the third page is ARC, and then the very last little bit is the pool for the last half the third page to the fourth.
So-
Sorry, go ahead.
So with the pool utilities, yeah, we're anticipating them going up. Number one, it's another month of full operations with all the pumps going and all of that stuff. We don't run everything through the off season, but it does run all year long. So we're anticipating not quite as big an increase on percentage-wise on utilities as we are on the concessions and stuff like that. But yeah, and it is a little bit of a guess.
Sure.
What is our debt on the pool? Is that where I'm seeing that loan, the BOP loan?
That's the
BOP
pool
loan?
loan.
So is that our balance at
That's our
29?
annual payment.
And where is our balance on that?
Oh, I would have to.
We have it. We didn't.
I have it,
but
yeah, I
we-
don't have it. with-
What was the years on that? I can't remember when we had that.
I was trying to remember that before we sat down, and I can't remember. I think it's 10 years.
Okay.
Goodness,
but it might be.
two.
It might not be 10 years. Don't quote me on
I
that.
can find out.
It's all right. I was just trying to figure when it's out, what it'd do to our debt service on the coverage on it.
pool and the rec center, the advertising budget is cut quite a bit from what the budget was last year and what spending was, especially on the pool, the advertising budget on.
Well, you think about the first year though, we did a lot of advertising for the pool to open, and then, well, like we did all the flyers, we did all the opening stuff. I think there was a lot of, there was just a lot to get started with that, on that first year. And we kind of talked about it, and we can do a lot of our advertising, social media and stuff. And so if it does have to go in the paper, or something, then, we can put it in there. But if it's something that we can just do online, that's what we can do.
And then same with the rec center.
Yeah.
Is a lot of that advertising, is that for tournaments? And those types
That's
of
a lot of times that is like for our signups and stuff. So the advantage, the thing that's been really nice is Todd Holder and Holder Drug has sponsored a lot of those full page ads for us.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
That's not you to be handcuffed on your ability.
Yeah.
Well, and what I will say is if we get, if revenue comes in higher than anticipated and we're able to, we'll be able to consider, additional expenses if revenue comes in higher. So, or, if we're not spending as much in one area as we thought we would, we can move that to an area where we need it as well.
Are there any capital projects specific to the rec center?
Not this year.
We've always got our eyes open for grants, so if an appropriate grant comes in and we can do that, we'll do a budget amendment and put that in there.
When do we do the grant for the lights?
When was that?
It was last fall.
Yeah, last fall.
So that will be something that we will apply for at that point and see if we get it again.
Do you think that'll open up again?
It will open up, but because we've got 3 years in a row, we're not anticipated to be awarded it
Gotcha.
then for Department of Commerce.
Any other questions on the budget?
I'll tell you that for health insurance, for our full-time people, it's going to be a 5% increase for health insurance. And we met with our broker today, and the benefits are going to actually improve a little bit. We're going to have $100 less on deductible and about $6,000 or $7,000 less on out-of-pocket max. So that'll be good for our employees, which, and then it's, like I said, it's only going to be about a 5% increase in premiums. Very good.
Entertain a motion?
This is
I think
just
it's just a
discussion.
presentation.
Just a
It
presentation.
says possible action.
Is that,
No
Oh,
action.
no, that was, sorry, that was just presentation.
it'll stay
I was
draft
looking at-
until council
Yeah,
approves it
sorry,
in the
I thought-
coming
I
weeks.
looked at my book, I apologize. Any discussion? Any remarks, inquiries by board members? We are adjourned.